Hi, I'm Jacob Clark, and I go to Waldo at Restore.
And I'm Nikki Clark, and I also go to Waldo with Jacob.
My name is Larry Beats. We live in Shawnee, and we attend the Shawnee campus.
And I'm Becky Beats, and I'm married to Larry.
I started noticing people being generous to God when I was probably in junior high, probably about there.
I learned it kind of at a younger age. I wasn't faithful in the beginning with tithing, but once I became somewhere where I had a home church, I started tithing regularly.
And it really wasn't until I was an adult, and I think until I became a member of Waldo at Restore, like being able to really see like what that generosity does and what it means. So it was kind of at that point in my adulthood that it really clicked, and I was like, oh, it's not just a thing you do, it's something that has a true impact.
I started tithing, it really was crazy, because when I started tithing, that's when I started recognizing God working in my life as far as through my finances goes.
I think my biggest challenge in being generous is that I needed to be intentional about it. Even though I'm the one to save and I like to put money aside, make sure that I have something for a rainy day, I also was careless about the money that I wasn't saving.
A big challenge in giving that I experienced was, I think if you boiled it down, it would be the faith aspect of the giving. I can't remember what sermon it was, but I heard a sermon that basically said people are very comfortable, giving the extra to God at the end of the month, but a real step of faith is saying, okay, I'm giving 10% and I'm giving it the first day of the month. And I'm not letting God come last, I'm putting him first. So that was a big challenge for me, because I was, always down to give some money, but it was like, oh yeah, after I pay these bills and after I do this and then after I have some fun, oh, how much do I have left over? Cool, I'll give a little bit of that. So the challenge for me was really being up front. I'm gonna give this much, and that means that for the rest of the month, I need to have everything else in order.
I love the fact that it's one of the promises of God, and it's one of the only places in the Bible where God says, test me on this. And I am not kidding you. When I got serious about paying tithes to the church, that's when God really started to move in my finances.
Something I've experienced is through giving, what you get isn't just monetary. It's not just, oh, you gave $10, well, you're gonna get back $100. It feels a lot more like whenever you give, you get blessings that are unexplainable. You get really great feelings. Like you just feel warm and fuzzy. Like after I'm generous to somebody or to an organization, and I get to see the effect of those dollars, like I feel great inside. And it's a feeling that not many other things can give you. And I think nothing that you can buy can give you what being generous gives you.
I don't think you're ever gonna be mad or sad about how generous you become.